Good morning. Welcome to Monday Morning Coffee and Chat with Hallee Bridgeman. I'm so happy you could join me. I have my cup of coffee, so I hope you have a cup of coffee or tea and you have a few minutes while we chat. So Happy New Year. Today is December 30th. It is the end of a decade. We're getting ready for the Roaring 20s. That's going to be a lot of fun. My husband keeps asking people, what's your vision for 2020? And then he'll say, see what I did there? And it's wonderful. I always ask for a word from God. Like, I know people say that's silly, but I feel like there's words I need to focus on for the year that help me grow as a woman of faith, as a Christ follower. And it's possible that something internalized says you're missing out on this part of your faith, or it's actually something possible that God says, hey, dude, you need to focus on this word this year. You know, I don't care, whatever. I always just look for a word. So last year my word was joy. And I loved that. I even on shopping on New Year's at Christmas, sales or whatever, after Christmas, get rid of all of our Christmas stock. There was even a pair of socks that said joy all over them in sparkly gold. And things like that, as I would come across them, I would think, oh, this is my word. I need to look at this. This is my word. I love this. This is my word. And so I had my, inside my notebook for the year, I had a big thing on the word joy. And I don't see it now. I don't remember where I put it, and I'm not going to waste time trying to find it. But so it just, anyway. So I spent a lot of time the last few days, in my internal background, my brain constantly, that always in prayer and focus and, thinking of God. I keep coming up with let God. And so that's my focus this year, is to let God. And I honestly can't think of any part of my life where I'm clinging to trying to control. I feel like I pretty much let God direct my life. Greg and I are really, really good about praying about our future and about our decisions as a family and our parenting and my career and my writing and my speaking. And I feel like all of that is really handed over to God. So I don't know if something's coming that I'm going to need to cling to and feel like I need to, that I'm supposed to let go, or if there's something that I'm just not aware of hanging on to, trying to control. So I'm just focusing on let God. So I'll be studying that this year. That'll be one of my focuses as I go into my prayer time and my Bible time, and just seeing what God says about letting him be the one in charge. So, okay. And this is my favorite week of the year. Well, one of them. But the reason, I think, analyzing it, I think it's because for years and years in Florida, I worked for two brothers, and they always took off in the week in between Christmas and New Year's. And that was the week I could catch up. I didn't have new work to do. I was able to get all my old work caught up, all the filing caught up, all of the accounting caught up. I could get everything caught up and new and fresh, and wait for that Monday following when they would come back to work, and be focused and calm and get ready for, the pile of work that would come, because they, have spent the last week thinking of work and, bringing it. But, and so I've kind of carried that on into my home and my writing career. And it's the week that I spend getting rid of all the old calendars. I'm a calendar junkie, I got to tell you. And I like stickers. I like seasonal decorations, and so that's one of the reasons I love calendars so much. I think because each season has it, or each month has its own kind of visual. Valentine's Day for February, and clovers for March, and rain showers for April. I love that kind of thing. I love it. And so this is the week that I pull out all my old calendars and I replace them with new, and I really spend the week praying and focusing on, what would God have me do this year? Where am I speaking this year? Where am I teaching this year? what am I writing this year? And it's the week that I like preload a lot of social media things, and I just really like buckle down and focus on what does 2020 look like for me. And so I have like, this is the calendar that will hang on the side of my fridge, where this is all of our family things will go. And you can see that I have like my stickers that represent January, and see how February, you know, I just have it. It's just how I just love it. And so I take these blank calendars that I pay like $1 or $2 for, and I buy these monthly stickers, and I load up my calendar with all sorts of imagery that represent that month. But I also, as I'm doing it, I'm thinking about that month, and I'm praying about that month, and I'm considering what does that look like for me. And it's crazy how quickly a year goes by. So last year, this was my calendar system. I got tired of trying to find one that suited me, and I ended up just creating my own. So it's just a blank notebook. And so I would say, you know, the month, and so this was August, and here's this week's schedule, and here's this week's to-do, and here's this week's prayer list, and then here's this week's devotional thoughts, Bible study thoughts, prayerful thoughts, that kind of thing. And so I was going through, if I pass a section of planners and calendars, I have to stop. I have to look at them. I have to touch them. I don't even remember where I got this, and it's not branded, so I have no idea what brand it is, but this is a 2020 calendar, and it's like perfect for me because, so here's the month, January. This is a blank page ready for writing, and what I'll do is write like this month's focus on social media, blogging, writing, you know, what does this month look like for work kind of thing. But then when you turn a page, it doesn't go into like a month view. It's week. So here's this week. Here's this week's blank page. Here's this week's week. And, you know, here's one that's not been written on yet. So this is like a blank page ready for devotional thoughts, Bible study thoughts, prayer thoughts, lists, to-do lists. And this is the week. And it's like, if someone took my brain and said, this is the calendar Hallee needs, this is what I would have been given. And so I'm excited to sit down. And so this week I will sit down with my calendars. I have, that's 2020 up there. I took down 2019 already. Here's 2021, completely blank. And I will analyze the thoughts and prayerful planning that I did for 2019 and 2020. And then I will go through and adjust as I need to adjust to my current, the beginning of 2020 state of being, and that's, you know, 2020 calendar, and I will carry it on into 2021. So this is what the next 2 years are supposed to look like for me, writing wise, speaking wise, teaching wise, and make sure everything is still set. I already know that I need to shift everything up for 2 weeks because I took 2 weeks off this holiday season that I originally intended to write. And so I know I'm starting the year off not behind, because I don't feel like I did anything wrong. I just needed the break. But I will say, okay, everything needs to be pushed forward 2 weeks, and then going into 2021, you know, what does that look like? And what is my production schedule, and what is my projected publication dates for, you know, the 5 or 6 works I intend to publish for 2020, and then the 5 or 6 works I intend to publish for 2021. And so that will be, you know, what I spend my week doing this week as I catch up on my filing and catch up on my accounting and close my year out and get ready. You know, next Tuesday school starts back, and get ready to just focus back in on Hallee Bridgeman, author, speaker, writer, and let 2019 completely go away. And 2020 is now officially on. And this is the best week. I love this week so much. I love the opportunity to dig into each month as I plan and pray and just let God, those are my words. Let God just, you know, dig into my brain and my heart and my muse and just say, this is my plans for you. This is what we're doing this year. This is what this year looks like for us. and just let him do. And I love it. It's the best week of the year. Plus my husband is home. My kids are home. We know we're together. We get to spend 3 meals a day together. It's like, it's the best week of the year. So anyway, y'all have a great week. Enjoy your new year. Don't be stupid. That's what I tell my 22-year-old daughter as she, is not present with us. It's go have fun, but don't be stupid. And I will see y'all next decade, next year, next Monday, as we have the first coffee chat of 2020. So God bless you. Happy New Year.